I've heard an amazing story and I thought I must share it with you guys. There were two lawyers and they were dealing with a case. Now, each of them had completely different verdict, so obviously they were dealing with a case. Now, there was this lady who looked at this. She was like an observer. She was convinced, she was spiritual, powerful, lots of awareness. She was convinced that one side she felt that person was absolutely right and the other one was wrong. So she asked spirit for guidance. That's what we do, you know. It's who you are. You are spirit living in and having a human experience. So if you really connect to the higher version of yourself every day, we talked about this all the time, self-love, self-worth, self-deserving, feeling power within, then you can ask the question comes to you. You don't have to look outside. You live inside out, not outside in. And she asked her spirit. The spirit said they both are right. She said, "Oh, this can't be true." And the spirit said, "There's no right or wrong." And she was convinced. She said, "Well, but look at this and you know, look at all the evidence." And you know, she was giving all the facts that we would perceive as a human beings. And the spirit said, "They're both right." She said, "How can that be?" And the spirit explained, "There's no right or wrong. They both right because of the belief. Every cell of their body believed that what they were saying was truth. They believed it, they preached it, they lived it throughout their life, their study, understanding, experience, everything they went through, everything they've learned, they adventured, you know, like everything we go through. Experience is the best word, actually. Every experience you have in your life, whether you think it's adverse or amazing, it's the perfect experience for you to grow. Because we don't learn from challenges, and adversity are actually growing us faster and better. It's the way we respond to it, which is the key. And we talk about this all the time. So just going back to the story, because both of these lawyers really believed and they were convinced that they are right. They believed, they had this convincing belief, the state of knowing. So when you're in a state of knowing and you know with the faith within you that it's true, then universe responds that way. And it is all right. This is why Bob Proctor used to say there's no right or wrong. And it is so true. There's no right or wrong. What's right for me right now may be wrong for you. And that's what it means, that there's no right or wrong. What is right for, not just right, but good or bad. Again, there's no good or bad. Something that's, I feel is really bad for me, it perhaps may not serve me, but it may be very good for someone else. And that's why the most powerful thing is understand this. Everything just is. It just is. And you have this amazing experience that comes through you, and your thoughts, feelings, and action actually determine how you respond to it or react to it. And we talk about reaction and response. I mean, I might do more lessons where we can recap, but the whole point of today's message is don't look at other people, because what does this do? The way we look at things and people and situations and even the way the things go and are happening for us, we judge it. And I personally believe, and the more I know, the more I believe, that one of the biggest problem of humanity is not just separation, it's actually judgment. We judge, and this is it, and this is not, and that person's doing that, and this person. Who cares? You really need to connect to yourself. Because when you align with yourself and your power, and I've worked on this last 6 months and I've reached a state, like I just want to reach a higher state. I cannot tell you how amazing it is when you're in your zone, your spiritual connected higher version zone. You don't really care what's happening around you. People that used to, like some things they used to annoy me, and people used to do things which I disagreed with. It's all judgment. In fact, it is their decision. You cannot make people do or be anything. They have to choose for themselves. You shouldn't even want to. You need to allow them to choose for themselves and make their own decision, your kids included. So remember, there's no right and wrong. Focus on everything from within.